Please make sure that you record. Tell me when you're ready.
Ready, girl.
All right. Everyone else, I am going to ask, just because we want to make sure that we record this, please, if you can just mute yourselves. And then that way it doesn't like trip the entire thing. My gosh, I don't know what's going on with my computer. Like suddenly you guys disappeared, but I think you're here. Yep, there you are. Okay, hold on. Jeanette, give me the thumbs up. Are we ready? Awesome. All right. Oh my gosh, I am so grateful that you guys are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. I don't know if you guys are a big reader, but I'm a teacher librarian and I love to read. One of my favorite sayings that Rachel Hollis says, she says, if you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. If you're the most focused on growth in your group of friends, if you're the highest achiever, the most compassionate, or the most fit, or doing the best out of everyone, you're in the wrong room. And you guys, I am so honored that I'm in this room with you guys because it is you that lifts us up. It's actually one of the big reasons that I started coaching is because others, I'm filled with that energy and I knew that alone I wasn't going to be able to do this. Anyway, my name is Francine Azell, for those of you that I don't know. I started my online business in fitness and nutrition a little over 6 years ago. And here's the thing, I'm not here to inspire you. If you walk out of here inspired but do nothing with that, we have failed. My goal here is to empower you to let go of any of those stories that you've probably already made up in your minds and that keep you from moving forward, whether it's from this or anything else that's going to impact your life like this. I personally am a mom of two. I am very well aware of stories that I tell myself. I imagine I've got two young adult kids. I've got Andres and Alejandra, and I'm married to my best friend, Dan. And at a very young age, we did the responsible. Oh, somebody needs to mute themselves. I can't mute anyone, Jeanette, can you? Guys, when you get a chance, please, just so that we don't get any back noise. Okay, awesome. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so at a very young age, Dan and I did the very responsible thing. Of course, we finished our school. We both got our bachelor's and our master's before having our kids. And then I immediately jumped into my teaching career. The truth is, I always wanted to be a teacher. I was that girl that would either sit with her neighborhood friends around or even her Barbies, and I would set them up. And if they weren't available, my friends weren't available, I would teach just my dolls and just about anything. Even as I started my career, I had this picture of that little boy sitting next to me, sounding out and reading out his first words because of my guidance. Clearly, I didn't get into teaching for the money, right? And it had never been an issue in my household. My husband always supported what I did. He loved that passion in me. But my kids started to get older and they needed more money. Bigger kids, bigger expenses. And I started to feel guilty because I was never going to make a whole lot more as a teacher. And then, God forbid, I wanted to do things like I love traveling, or if I wanted to redecorate or buy myself some shoes, I started to feel insignificant. No fault of Dan's, of course. I just didn't feel like I was enough. At some point, my husband had purchased on those infomercials P90X, and he asked me to join him. I kind of sort of did it. So I kind of sort of got results. However, it planted the seed. And then a coach friend of mine asked me if I wanted to coach, and I must have said no like 100 times. I had all kinds of stories that I had come up with. It was beneath me. I mean, come on, here I have a bachelor's and a master's. I'm not going to do that nonsense. I don't think I honestly think that I wasn't capable, and even worse, I really didn't think I was worthy of doing something this big. I had no idea how to start, let alone run my own business. But then I started noticing this friend that would invite me. She was traveling all the time, or she would pick up the tab whenever we'd go out to dinner. And I was like, wait a second, here's this single mom. How in the heck can she freaking afford this? So I even asked her if she had a real job. And she was like, nope, I coach full time. And I was like, wait a second. That got me thinking, what if I can make just a little bit of side income with this thing, right? What would a few $100s a month maybe? What would that do for my family? So I tiptoed my way into the business. Little by little, I paid for my daughter's volleyball, or I would pay for like a meal, or I would pay for a family trip. My daughter turned 15, and I was able to save enough not only for my family, but I was able to treat my parents on this trip to Italy. And I cannot tell you that feeling of being able to treat my parents when they couldn't afford it themselves. And that was nice and all. But then I got a phone call, and it was a mom who's actually on this call that I was working with, and she called me because not only had she lost 60 pounds, but her husband had lost 40 pounds. Her kids were following suit. And she cried about how she never thought it was possible, but the belief that the community I had plugged her in with had made all the difference for her. That trickle effect, not just what was happening to her, but that trickle effect that was going beyond her and her family, was able to make such a huge impact. It became so much more significant than any paycheck or trip that I can pay for. I was making a difference in other moms' lives too, and even helping them start their own business with health and fitness. Little by little, I started to build this team, and we were building a team of moms all on the same mission to help women believe in themselves physically, mentally, and even financially, and give them an opportunity to show them what they're capable of. Because for some reason, we, we tend to like think very little of what we're capable of doing. You guys, here's the thing. We all need each other. We weren't meant to do this thing called life alone. We get so bogged down with day to day and everything that goes on around us, even our families. Somewhere along our lives, we lose ourselves between work and kids and home and husbands. We don't stop. And God forbid we do something for ourselves. I'm not sure how we've convinced ourselves that doing something for ourselves is selfish. I hadn't realized that I needed to build a community. I didn't realize how much I needed that. This community of women, they become your lifeline, friends that you can lean on and learn from, that fill you up with energy and believe in you and what you're capable of, even way before you even know for yourself. And that's everything. This business is so much more than just getting fit and drinking a shake. I can honestly tell you that coaching has saved me so many times in my life. And most recently, while I was helping my mom, before she passed away this past year. Because of this women and the women I choose to surround myself with, I found my footing. I found what my best self looks like. I gave myself permission to dream, to believe, to travel, to learn, to grow. It's funny because I remember when I first started, I would be asked, what's your goal? And I'm like, oh, just to help people, or, maybe just to make a little bit of money. Um, I I learned to give myself permission to do those things, to dream big, and to believe that I can make those things. These lessons that I get to teach my kids, my daughter especially, because she watches me. And the best part is that I get to share this blessing with anyone, that's open to doing it for herself. So I again am so grateful for you that you're here. Jeanette's going to share a little bit about her story, and then we're going to share what exactly we do and how we do it.
Thank
Jeanette?
you, Fran. Can you hear me?
Yep.
So, hey, you guys. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jeanette Maceda, and I'm going to start with what just happened this weekend. And if you follow us on social media, you saw that we were in this retreat, and I left there, and I'm sure everybody who was there left there on such a high. And the room, the energy, the tears, the stories, the way we felt, 100 of us. I wanted to share that with everybody that I knew when I got out of there, because I felt that everybody needed that. What I felt, what we felt in that retreat, everybody needed to feel. So if you are here, you're here for a reason. And we invited you because we believe that you can add value to our team. We believe that you can do this alongside of us. And growing up, female relationships and friendships were really important to my mom. And I always saw that. And I always had my little groups in high school and college. Then I joined a sorority, and Fran and I are sorority sisters. And this business brought us back together. The relationships that I have with coaches are very different. And they're so special because either we're doing two things. Either we're sitting down and talking about goals, strategizing, talking about vision and the legacy and all these good things that I would never talk to my friends about, right? This is the type of conversations that I have with the women of our team, with the women who are coaches. And if we're not doing that, we're dancing and drinking wine, right? So I am so happy that you are here because this business has really, really changed my life. And my story begins with me wanting to be a physical therapist, right? That's all I ever wanted to be. And I became that. And I never gave anything else another shot. I went in and this is what I'm going to do. And here's what happened. I was good at it. I made great income and I was really, really happy. But also, I had no personal growth. I had no professional, no goals. I was coasting through my career 13 years in. And like I say, I would have done that. I would have been happy, but I would have never found the person that I was meant to be. I would have never found my God given talents and gifts that this business has allowed me to discover within me. Now, I was a fit mom, loved the gym, right? Would have never considered doing home workouts until I had baby number two. And I couldn't lose the weight. And I saw my another sorority sister, Becky, working out, jumping a P90X. I was like, friend, I need you. At this point, I had just had a baby, my second son. I was wearing the same Target green skirt. My sister would come over and be like, when are you buying clothes? I'm like, I'm not. I found myself, I lost my confidence. I had never been this heavy. And I started these workouts at home and I went in with the community. I drank the shake. And in 3 months, to my surprise, I was in the best shape of my life. Me, Jeanette, the physical therapist that used to work out on her own with her own little plans. And I felt so damn good that I told my coach, I want to be a coach. I felt like I had the secret sauce. I needed to share it with all my girlfriends that were struggling the same way. And I said, I want to be a coach. And at this point, I was about to spend $20,000 on a doctorate degree that was not going to make me any money. My pay, my pay as a physical therapist had capped out. And I was about to have to take my son to daycare. And I said, no way. If there's an opportunity that I can work PT twice a week and I can do this Beachbody thing, helping people feel good, I'm going to do it. And by 2016, I had already become a full-time coach. And I felt so good, you guys. And when I started this business, I really had a very deep, meaningful why, and it was my son. I could not see myself putting in my son in daycare. So I was able to do this business with no social media background. At the time, we had no trainings. We just had hustle and we had passion. And the biggest gift that this business has given me was discovering who I was meant to be. It has given me my confidence that I never thought I had. And the surprising thing was my kids. I didn't realize the impact that it was going to have on them. And they have been raised thinking that it's totally normal that mom and dad work out every day, that mom is on videos. They listen to my personal development with me. They know who I'm listening to. And they're watching me build a business from home. And they have this entrepreneurship mindset that I never knew I had, right? Because my mom and dad, they just worked, right? My dad taught me, Jeanette, go to college. You're going to be the first one of our family. Get that job, stay there 30 years and retire. And that's all I thought it was possible until this. And now I'm giving my kids a different look into how to build a career. All because I said yes to my health and fitness journey, and I said yes to this opportunity. I'm going to now give it back to Fran, and she's going to tell you a little bit exactly about what we do as coaches.
By the way, I don't think I mentioned Katrina had a little family situation. Thankfully, she's okay, but she's not going to be able to join us today, but that's okay. We are still going to be connecting with her very soon. Okay, so what is it that we do? Our mission here is to help people achieve their goals and live a healthy, fulfilling life. I'm going to say that again. Our mission here is to help achieve their goals and live healthy, fulfilling lives. I said nothing about having washboard abs. I said nothing about having the beach body. Not about being perfect. It's about helping others. Major emphasis, helping others in their fitness and their nutrition. And we do this by following what we call our vital behaviors. We're being number one. We're being that the proof of the product, not perfection, but the thing is that our products is the foundation of our business. What's going to keep you fueled and energetic and passionate is your journey. I hear so often, yes, but first, let me reach my goal. And I cannot tell you how actually reverse that should be. What connects people is the journey, the imperfection, the taking two steps forward, and just like life is, maybe one step back. Just the honest truth, doing the things, showing up, working out, drinking your shake. As coaches, we fully commit to a program, and that's where you see the results. Not the kind of sort of like Fran used to do. You when you fully commit to your programs, every time you will get results. The second thing we do is we connect, we invite, and we follow up. We make a lot of connections. Social media helps tremendously. And there is a plethora. I always say it's sometimes like taking a sip out of fire hydrant. There is more than enough training. You can probably get a degree for everything. And it allows us, social media allows us to build those relationships for people to get to know you and your story and your journey and your imperfections. And then, of course, we invite people to join us to be our accountability partner at the end of the day. And of course, help each other along the way. Number three, it's making sure that we help people get results. Um, and I know that the numbers on this is a little bit messed up, but we are here about getting results, but that's not just necessarily physically, it's mentally. I think Jeanette kind of like touched upon it, how this business here, we thought they were getting into, just fitness and nutrition. And even our conversations have been elevated. One of the biggest things that we do is actually the number one thing that we do is our personal development. It's probably the most important thing here. Like I said, we thought it was fitness and nutrition, but what goes on in here is that growth, that's where the confidence comes. That's where the energy comes. And so we spend a lot of time working on that through personal development. Anything that we set out to do starts, of course, with our minds and the stories that we tell ourselves. So we strengthen that as much as possible. Okay, I think the next thing is how we make money. Yes. Okay. So what is it? How is it that we make money? Okay. Our goal, of course, is to become profitable as soon as possible. First thing we do is we want to make sure that we cover your costs. Again, we have all kinds in here. We have those of you that don't even have a challenge pack or have not started their fitness and nutrition. There's some of you that are just discount coaches. But at the end of the day, once you jump into this business, this is about how is it that we can become profitable, and first and foremost, how you can cover your costs, your initial investment that you made into this. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is something that we take very seriously. What the first way we make money is retail commission. We do that, of course, by helping people with their health and fitness. Our retail commission is anywhere between 25-40%. Believe it or not, that is not the main way we may make our money, although that is in the very beginning. Really, the main way where we make our money is by building a successful team. We earn different types of bonuses, but primarily our team together collectively, we build this volume and we are rewarded for that overall impact that our team has made. Also, for every $300, you also get another bonus in sales that the team has made. Also, we have profit sharing based on a certain rank. You get a certain percentage of what Beachbody as a business makes. So you do get a portion of that profit. And again, that is based on the leadership and the growth of your company and your team that we provide, direction and mentorship and assistance with and guidance. Jeanette, I don't have access to the thing, so I'm like, what is it we're doing next?
Okay, guys, I know that a time commitment is always a worry because most of us have full-time careers. And I want you to know that most of our team is made up of full-time moms who work. So unlike when we started, we had no trainings, we had no tools. We have them now. And we're going to give you the tools so that we're going to teach you how to build this business in pockets of time, that you're going to know exactly what to do as soon as you come in, and you're going to be focused on activities that are going to move your business forward. Okay, so that is our promise to you. We have this business activity that Beachbody has created that we teach so that you're in and out of this business and that you're going to build a business around your family life. Okay, and now before how are you going to get started? A couple different ways. Some of you are already customers, right? So we just got to convert you to coaches. If you have never experienced the customer experience, we're going to get you in with the package that fits your needs. They come in all different prices, so we want to make sure that you have that conversation with your coach. Now we start our training next week. And this is a cool thing, you guys. We are going to link arms with you. We are going to give you the tools. We are going to be your mentors. And how cool is that? That you get to build a business with a business plan that you don't have to come up with. We're going to have team trainings, coach mentorships, one-on-one calls with your sponsored coach. Maybe if you say yes, you're going to be with us in the summer, somewhere in the middle of America doing our virtual summit, because we are going to do something together because we know how important that is to the energy of our team. So how many of you guys stopped dreaming? I did. I went from always like daydreaming to getting into my career, having a family, and I stopped dreaming. Why? Because I had a good life, right? I was like, okay, I got it. I got the family, I got the career, I'm good. And then this business came around and it taught me to dream again. It taught me to dream again. And it taught me to have this vision, this long-term vision, and have a plan on how to get there. And this is what I know, that if today's my last day here, because of this business, I lived a purposeful life, a life of fulfillment, and I'm almost sure that I have left an impact to the community that I'm in, to the women who have joined my community. I never knew this, Jeanette, was possible, right? This is a very simple business, but it's going to require you to get uncomfortable. That is a guarantee, right? But it's in that uncomfortableness that you find your potential, that you find your grit, that you find all of this that I have found, that Fran has found, that our coaches have found. It's because we get out of our comfort zone. And that, my friends, that is just one of the many gifts that you will find. And like I said when we started, there was a reason why you are here. I don't believe in coincidence. Something tugged at your heart that got you here. But here's what your brain is telling you. What if? What if this doesn't work out? What if it is? And what if this? What if this does work out? What if you join and you kill it? What if you give this 1 year and allow it to see what's possible? So I want you to turn those negative what ifs into, oh my God, what if? What if I say yes? I want you to say yes today, right? I want you to go in, I want you to shut that brain, and I want you to make a decision with what you feel in your heart, not in your brain. And we're gonna start and we're gonna tackle all the mindset changes to allow you to work this business from a place of joy and abundance. That's how I work my business, and that is what we're gonna teach you. See the fear and go through it. So I hope you say yes. I'm gonna open it up to questions. Just in case you have some questions, we're here to answer. You can put it in the chat just in case you're a little embarrassed or whatever. Don't be shy. This is your time, so that we really can answer everything. And the room is
For a
silent.
second there, I thought you were going to share your booty shaking, moments on the retreat that will forever be in my brain.
Oh, that's a story to tell. There's a video of that. So any questions, you guys? Let me look at the chat.
I don't think we have any questions. Anybody?
No, okay. Were we that good that we answered all your questions, you guys?
No, mentira. We've got some people that I'm going to start calling people out. A ver, Natalia. That beautiful smile of yours. You always have a question. Come on, I love it. I'm trying to think of the things that you've asked me in the past. I just can't remember some of them. But if you can think of any questions, because I know we didn't cover everything. The very first thing we do is invite people to join us on our journey, to invite someone for that extra accountability, to have fun. Anything that you asked me before? I'm trying to remember. What did you ask me the other day in the car? I remember.
She's like, oh my God, oh my God.
And I remember, I think you answer my questions whenever I ask them. So.
Okay.
Natalia, we're signing you up. That's it. All your questions are answered, girl. What you waiting for?
Are you kidding? She's already ready for the mentorship next week. We're already starting.
All right. So nobody else? All right. You can put it in the chat and we won't even call you out. We'll answer the question. Nobody. All right.
Okay, guys. Can't wait to see you all here in our coach kickoff call. We're going to have that Monday night. Katrina will be here as well. I'm sure Jeanette will share her booty shaking presentation that we had the pleasure of seeing last weekend. We have a lot of fun. This business, we forget that we're working, honestly. So we look forward to seeing you guys on Monday. In the meantime, have a beautiful evening. If for any reason a question pops up when you pop off, please, by all means, message us, message your coach. We're more than happy to answer questions. Thank you, guys. Bye.